It's a shark with a laser on its forehead. Hey everybody, M.A. Baxter here. Friends call me Andy, so I hope you do too. And I just want to take a couple minutes today and talk to you about millennials. I'm the father of two millennials. I've got a son that's fixing to be 22. I've got a daughter that's 23. And I'm starting to understand them a little bit better. Want to talk to people my age for just a moment. You know, I'm a Generation Xer. We got Xers, baby boomers. We tend to give millennials a pretty hard time. And I want to let you know that they're not as bad as we say they are or we think they are. I mean, you hear the words entitled a lot, lazy. It's not necessarily that they're either one of those. It's just that they do things differently than we do. And that's okay. It's up to us to try to learn, how to communicate with them. I remember being a kid and hearing some of the same things that we complain about the millennials today, my parents said about me. If I would have more drive and ambition, perhaps I could make something of myself. They're gonna find their way. I mean, they're smart, they're hardworking, they're extremely intelligent. They just want to know why we have to do things the way we do things, and they want to try to figure out a better way. And I don't see any problem with that. So again, it's up to us to figure it out. After all, we raised them. We're the ones that train them to be the way they are. So there you go. Now a quick word for the millennials out there. It's okay to not know exactly what you're doing when you're starting out. I've got a lot of them that they think that, that I know that they think that supposedly success is just going to fall at their feet, as soon as they get out of high school or as soon as they get out of college, that they're going to kick the doors in and the world's just going to fall down. That doesn't happen. That doesn't happen for anybody except the very, very rare opportunity someone has. Lightning does get captured in a bottle occasionally, and there's always that chance, but the odds are strongly against it. If you are coming out of high school, and you want to go to college, best advice I can tell you, go to a community college. Go somewhere that's affordable. You don't have to go to the super big name colleges and rack up in a tremendous amount of debt when you're not even sure what you want to do yet. Go to a community college, take a variety of classes, figure it out. Been my understanding, just for me personally, usually your career tends to find you. No matter what plans you have or what ideas you have about your future, you tend to fall into where you're supposed to be. Another thing, it's okay to get your hands dirty and get a job, sweating down in the dirt a little bit. There's no problem with that. Some of the young people that I know, millennials, that are already experiencing great success are welders, mechanics, working in construction, industrial. I don't know if you saw the little opening video. If you noticed, that's a shark on top of a tank at my plant where I work. We just built this brand new tank. The joke was the tank was big enough for a shark to swim in. This kid, 24, 25-year-old kid, we had a piece of metal left over, took it upon himself. He took that metal, went to the shop, cut out, used the machinery that was required, cut out a shark with a laser on his head. And that was kind of a joke. But now, this kid's got something that is attached to this tank. It's going to be there forever unless a hurricane or something comes along and blows it off. And, he's kind of got, a legacy there. But just look at what he did. This required a little innovation, technical skill because he had to know how to program the machinery to do that, some artistic skill to visualize what he wanted to do, the initiative to go ahead and do it. You know, I mean, there's a lot to that, and I just think it's cool as could be. That's what I see in a lot of millennials, and I see you guys. You know, you are smart, you're intelligent, and you do work. You have your own way of doing it, and that's okay. You know, I'm trying to learn how to deal with the young people that I work with, the young men and women, so that I can, you know, communicate with them a little bit better, and my kids as well. And I think that that's something that we all need to work on a little bit better. Just because you have somebody that's older than you, that does not mean that they're unintelligent, that they don't know how to operate technology. That's a big thing I hear, you know, that back in the old days, y'all didn't have the technology. Well, we're learning. You know, we're being forced to. Matter of fact, you know, today I spent all day at a computer class. This was my off day. You know, so I'm trying to learn some things that are going to help me in my career. But if you want to try to find out what you're going to do in life and where you want to be, don't think that you're going to conquer the world right out the gate. I hope you do, but if you don't be disappointed. You know, and it's okay to get dirty. Now, people, you know, guys, gals, men and women, you know, millennials, we have a lot of faith in you. And I understand that you're going to be able to do things far greater than anything we've accomplished. I just want you to understand also that you're standing on the shoulders of giants. Anything that I've ever accomplished in my life has been because of the men and women, the baby boomers, the folks of the greatest generation. I mean, my mom, you know, and dad, they went through the Great Depression. I know that's a long time ago, but yeah, they lived through that. My grandmother, she, you know, her first house was an old sawmill. You know, we can't even fathom that kind of stuff these days. But you know, I stand on their shoulders. You're standing on the shoulders of some giants as well. Respect that a little bit, and maybe you'll get a little bit more respect in return. Anyways, that's all I got. I hope I didn't ramble too long. If you like what you see, please subscribe. And oh yeah, for the 15 or so people who watched my first video, thank you very much. And maybe we can double it this time. I don't know. But thank you. If you're watching now, thank you very much. Hit the subscribe button. Send me a comment. Like it, share it, tell your friends about it. And until we see you next time, thanks. Bye.